Hello, divine beings. Welcome to Tuesdays and Wednesdays AstroTarot. I'm your astrologer, Sarah Ashley. Let's talk about today's energy. So today you might be feeling super enthusiastic, but you could also have the possibility of somebody saying something to you that seems like a dream crusher, or somebody who comes out of left field and says something to you that's really rude, just like blatantly just asshole type of things to say, okay? Like jerk things to say. And we have to be careful about how we're coming across too. And why is that? Okay, so we have this sun square moon today, and it's still phasing in with Wednesday as well. Okay, it's a first quarter moon, so a lot of those intentions that we put forth to clean up our energetic house, our health, our habits, are coming into a little bit of a conflict phase today with this moon in Sagittarius, and Wednesday with this moon in Sagittarius. So the moon in Sagittarius just wants to like have the best time, right? It's like, what kind of great experience can I have? But, Sun in Virgo says, you have to be careful, you have to be mindful, you have to use your intuition, and you have to use your insights in order to live your best life and have your healthiest habits, right? So there could be a little bit of a conflict there. Also, because we have Sun square Jupiter on Tuesday and Wednesday, it's very possible that people can really go out of their way to do things to like overinflate a situation, okay? So a lot of like exaggerated, cartoonish energy is in the air. People who might say things or do things that might seem a little out of character, or just might seem like completely like bombastic, crass, just really vulgar in general too. So just watch out for that. Be very discerning about how you're coming across, not just how other people are coming across, but be mindful of how you're coming across, and what you're saying and doing around other people might not be for your highest good and their highest good. Remember our manners, right? Remember our decorum. But in the opposite side of that, some people might be too judgmental with these transits as well. Then on Tuesday, we have Moon sextile Venus. So that's really going to help us, I feel like, with this Libra and Sagittarius energy. It's going to help us be in a good emotional place at the very least. And then on Wednesday, we have Mercury in Virgo sextiling Mars in Cancer. Like I said, even though sextile is a good aspect, I'm laughing because I'm thinking of like all the crap that people could possibly do with Mercury sextile Mars, and with Mars in Cancer especially. The emotions of this, it could be a little raw, okay? So yes, it is a great opportunity to have an emotional conversation and be frank about it, okay, under this Sagittarius moon. But at the same time, I feel like some people are not going to necessarily be in tune with their audience or the receiver, the recipient of, in the conversation. So just be very aware of that, how you're coming across. And yes, we do deserve to be authentic about our emotions, but we, like I said a couple minutes ago, we have to be mindful of how we're coming across. We can't just blurt things out loud. We have to have somewhat of a filter, right? There has to be somewhat of a filter. I try to do my best with that on social media. And what's odd about that is people who have no filter on social media tend to get the highest numbers, but I have to remember my integrity and make sure that I cultivate an audience who just doesn't want me to, shock jock stuff. We're going to take it all the way back to the 90s, but that's kind of how it's been on social media lately with a lot of people in spirituality too. Like they just blurt things out loud that might not hit the right way for a lot of people. It might really emotionally affect them in a way that's detrimental. So I never want to do that, and I'm trying my best not to do that. Moon opposition Jupiter as well. So when we have Moon opposition Jupiter on Wednesday, that can be a little difficult when we are trying to express ourselves emotionally. We might do the most. We might especially with Jupiter and Gemini, we might kind of try to like bypass things by creating excuses about why we're not, being healthy, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all those things. So just be very aware of your triggers and how you might bypass them and then subsequently trigger other people. So we have to just work through those and not bypass. Speaking of that, I do have my Inner Child Healing Through Your Birth Chart course, and that is a one-time 2-hour course this Sunday evening, and you could sign up for that on my website, sarahashleyAstrology.com, under Learn Astrology, and I will coach each and every one of you in the class how to, navigate your birth chart and your inner child healing and your inner child issues that are, a result of your birth chart placements. And don't worry, I'm not going to leave you high and dry. I'm going to make sure that I tell everybody in the class before they come in what are their birth chart placements. I'm going to email that to you so you won't be lost in the class. Anyways, what are the cards today? We have 2 of Wands, okay? So for Tuesday and Wednesday, we are in a co-creation. We are feeling very enthusiastic about going to that next level. We really are. And the thing about 2 of Wands is, we're at the beginning stages of creating a new life for ourselves, something that really lights us up. So don't give up just because you're not getting it perfect right away, or like not everything's falling into place right away. That doesn't mean it's not in alignment, okay? Also with 2 of Wands, just be aware of who you have around you co-creating with you, and some people might not be in alignment with you at this time. You'll see, because the Magician card came out, 33, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce this word. It's the Buddhist wisdom Shakti power deck. So it says the Magician, what you identify with becomes who you are, and that's definitely true. Ideas, groups, people, all those things, they definitely become who we are. So we have to be very careful about what we're aligning with at this time. All right, guys, you know where to find me if you like to book a reading, and I'll see you on Thursday's Daily Dose of Astro Tarot. Have an amazing Tuesday and Wednesday. Bye-bye.